They came to me wanting one video, and by the time we finished our Zoom call, it ended up being 3, and it was my idea. My name is Bernard Waters. I'm a video producer and brand storyteller based in the Hampton Roads, Virginia. And today I want to walk you through a project I just completed for community college here in my hometown, Tidewater Community College, specifically in their healthcare division. Are your organization looking to hire someone or just want to understand the video production process? Please hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be talking to you more about it. So this project started as a single awareness video, which then ended up being a 3-video production, multi-day shoot, one re-record day, using stock footage, caption, and a logo integration, all tied into a grant deadline. And I want to walk you through the decisions that got us there. So the marketing director reached out to me and she wanted one video, a promotional piece, to bring awareness to their healthcare program. So I set up a Zoom call so I can figure out, what do you actually need this video to do? Who's watching it? What do you want them to feel? What did your audience want to feel when they watch it? And what do you want them to do after they watch? Overall, what they wanted was a video to appeal to 2 different audiences, future students and community partners. On top of that, I needed to highlight multiple programs with a whole lot of information. Trying to do all that in one video wasn't the best way to connect to the audience. So we landed on 3 videos. I landed on 3 videos. And think of it less like a package and more like a cycle. And we'll get back to that. We have the first video for future students, the ones who are curious but haven't committed yet. Maybe they heard about the program, maybe someone mentioned it to them. This video is that push. It answers that one burning question for every person on the fence asking, why should I consider this? That's video 1. Now video 2 is for the community partners, specifically the local businesses and organizations who need skilled workers. Healthcare is a growing industry, and there are employers right here in Hampton Roads who need people trained and ready to work. This video speaks directly to them. It says, we're building the workforce you need, so partner with us. And lastly, the third video, this one actually came out of something I heard on the call. The program director mentioned that they host open houses for these programs in person. These are 2-hour-long open houses that they do only quarterly throughout the year. And they go more in depth in all the programs, answer questions, and just push people along to getting them enrolled. And this happens quarterly. So the third video is basically this 2-hour quarterly open house, now under an 8-minute video that's on demand. So back to the 3-video cycle. Students get skilled up through the program. Local businesses get the trained workers, so they've been looking for them. And those same workers stay in the Hampton Roads. They build lives here, the community grows, and Tidewater Community College sit at the center of it. But none of it works without the right people knowing the program exists in the first place. That's the job of these 3 videos that they're doing every single day, without anyone ever having to host another 2-hour open house event again. I'm just kidding. Open houses in person are actually very effective. By no means is it a replacement, but it does add and enhance it though. Now, let's talk about production. The number one thing that made this project work was the teleprompter. If you're hiring a video producer for talking head content, scripted, spoken word stuff, anything where someone needs to deliver information clearly, confidently, and on camera, find someone who owns a teleprompter. It's a professional tool that saves a lot of time and helps you hit every single point that you want to communicate. I'm actually using it right now. But here's what I learned on this project about the teleprompter. It is a solution, but it's not the solution. On our first shoot, I coached everyone through their scripts. I work with some real people, non-actors, zero experience on camera. And my job is making everybody feel comfortable enough so they can deliver what they're trying to say. So on the shoot, everyone nailed it except one person. So we had to re-record. We had to do a re-record day because reshooting was better than just trying to clean up in the editing. Before we re-recorded, we sat down for about 30 minutes and went through the entire script, cut about 20 different lines, rewrote some phrases so it sounded like her words, her cadence. Basically, we rebuilt the script, and it was a night and day difference from the first time to the second time. So my takeaway for this is the pre-shoot script review is definitely mandatory. One more thing I want to address, because I know it's going to come up for you if it hasn't already. The college didn't have visual archives, no branded B-roll or previous footage that fit the story we were telling with their healthcare stuff. So they did have drone stuff that in some graduation photos. I didn't really use any of that except the drone footage. So I felt like stock footage was the best instead. And in reality, this happens with almost every brand that I work with. You got a budget, and that budget doesn't always stretch to cover custom B-roll on top of everything else. So it's not necessarily a failure on your part. It's just how projects get built. It's built in phases. So when a budget doesn't allow for original supporting footage, stock footage is the next best thing. It gets the story told now with visuals that match the message, and you want to be able to tell really. And then when you bring me out on the next updated video, that's where we can allocate the time, the energy, the budget to get your own footage. Stock files get you moving. Original files is what we build toward. Part of what you would hire a video producer for is knowing when to use what you have, when to fill the gap with stock footage, and when it's time to invest in getting your own shots. Your job is to show up with the goal. My job is to figure out how we can get there for this round and for the next. So that's the project. One video that turned into 3, a re-record day, a stock footage decision, all on a grant deadline. Every decision along the way just came to what actually served the project. If you got something worth telling, a program, a campaign, whatever it is, I want to be the one to call. And please email me when you're ready to talk about yours.